Alright, hello. We're gonna just restart our project from scratch pretty much. The problem we ran into is that we can't use Firebase with Browserify, apparently. That's what it says online, so we're just gonna use just raw JavaScript instead of Node.js. It should be pretty simple, but we're just gonna follow this tutorial.
Hey gang, and welcome to your very first Firebase hosting tutorial. So this playlist is going to be a mini course all about Firebase hosting. That is, hosting your web applications on Firebase. Now Firebase as a whole is what is known as a backend as a service, meaning that you can leverage all of the different features that it provides, databases, cloud functions, authentication, storage, hosting and more, to create a serverless application. And by that I mean you don't need to set up or configure your own server to use these cool server-side features. Firebase does all that for you. So some of the different things that Firebase provides to us is a cloud Firestore, that's a real-time NoSQL database, and I have a whole playlist on that on this channel, so if you want to learn more about that, check out that. The link is going to be...
I'm not sure this is the best one.
What's up everybody? David here, and today I'm back with Firebase. You can just click this little annotation right here. So to get this app deployed, I'm going to write a command called Firebase init and onto my staging website. And that's all it takes to deploy a web app to Firebase hosting. And if you want to learn more, check out the link to the official documentation. So now my question for you is, what kind of web apps are...
I'm a bit confused.
Hey gang, and welcome to your very first packages installed like Emmet. 4 different versions, and each time we deploy one, it's going to blue. See this deployment right here in a minute, but it will. And let's now come over here and actually deploy this to Firebase. Done this. So let me now come over here, and by the way, when you click finish after going through those steps, you're going to notice this different panel here, and it's Emmet. So if you then press enter. Okay, so now we don't actually need that. So what I'm going to do is delete telling folder for us. So like go, it's up. This is what it's going to look like when we ultimately deploy it to the Firebase servers. HTML in our case. Then you open this, you're going to see this Firebase rewrite is for tutorial.
Okay.
If you want to download that, go to...
Here it is.
What's up everybody? David here, and today I'm going to get you up and running with Firebase hosting. Firebase hosting is production grade static hosting for developers. And with Firebase hosting, you can deploy web apps to a global content delivery network in a single command. And also, every deployed app is automatically provisioned an SSL certificate. Today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to deploy your web app with Firebase hosting, so let's get going. So I want to deploy out this app to Firebase hosting. And if this app looks familiar to you, it's because it's the app that we created in the Firebase Storage Quick Start. And if you want to see that, then you can just click this little annotation right here. So to get this app deployed, I'm going to open up the terminal. And the first thing I need to do is to install the Firebase tools. And I can do that through npm with npm install -g firebase-tools. So this will take me through a little bit of an install, and then once it's done, I'm ready to initialize my app for Firebase hosting. So to tell Firebase hosting everything it needs to know to deploy my app, I'm going to write a command called Firebase init. Through npm with npm...
We're just going to do that. npm install g. I think I already have this installed. Firebase tools.
Install -g firebase-tool. Just click this little annotation right here. So this will take me through a little bit of an install, and then once it's done, I'm ready to initialize my app for Firebase hosting. So to tell Firebase hosting everything it needs to know to deploy my app, I'm going to write a command called Firebase init. And what you'll notice is, outside of this spectacular emoji art, is that it asks you two questions. And the two questions are, what features do you want to set up for the folder that you're currently in? And the features we can configure are database, and that would be for the database rules, and then hosting for our site. And in our case, we know that we want to set it up for hosting, so I'm going to select that option. And the first thing that it asks you to do is it wants to associate your Firebase project with your app. So you have your project in the console right here, and this has, the side nav of all the cool Firebase features. And then you also have your web app that, uses these features. And so we're going to associate this project right here with this web app. And the name of my project is called Web Quick Start. So I'm going to scroll down and select it. Now this next question is specific for users that are using
I think we're logged in already. Yeah, cuddle bingo. Okay.
the real-time database. And it's going to ask what file should be used for the database security rules. And if you're not familiar with the database security rules, you essentially have this database that has all this. And the name of my project is called Web Quick Start. So I'm going to scroll down and select it. Now this next question is specific for users that are using the real-time database. And it's going to ask what file should be used for the database security rules. And if you're not familiar with the database security rules, you essentially have this database that has all this data. And you want to secure it so you know who can access what parts of your database. But in this case, I'm not really using the real-time database, so I'm just going to create the default file. Now this next question asks what parts of your database. But in this case, I'm not really using the real-time database, so I'm just going to create the default file. Now this next question is pretty important, and it's going to ask us what we want to use as our public directory. And the public directory is usually the directory that contains your index.html file, which is the entry point of our application. And in my case, I usually stick all of that into a folder called public. So the next question is for single-page app users. So if you're building an app with Angular, Ember, Polymer, or any JavaScript framework where you're setting everything up as a single-page app, then you usually have to deal with the hash bang in your URL routes. Well, Firebase Hosting gives you a feature to be able to rewrite all of these URLs so you can actually use just regular server routing. So if you are doing that, then you want to use this option. But in my case, I'm just using a single index.html app. Now it's going to ask me if some files exist, like 404 and index.html, so I'm just going to not overwrite those. And it's going to do all of its initialization work, and we can see down here that initialization is complete. So with initialization complete, I can finally go out and deploy my app. And to do that, it's just one simple command, Firebase deploy. And just like that, our website is out there on the web. So you can see we can access our website through this URL right here, or we can use the CLI to open it. So to open the website through the CLI, I'm going to type Firebase open. And it's going to give us a couple of options, and I'm going to scroll down to Hosting Deployed Site.
Okay, let's see if I remove this one. Let's replace all this with our body. Try app.firebase. Okay. So now let's try to add our own code from before. So this is called bingo. Oh, that's our current one, bingo. This is HTML file. So add them to our header. This already has that. The viewport already has that. Meta UX. We don't have that. Okay. Remove this. Make this a title tag. Style media. I don't understand. Oh, okay, that's the CSS. This is the header, it's the body. And then I'll just take the buttons we made. Oops. Welcome to Firebase. Okay, I don't want to make that a title. Like that a header. Okay. Then in here we're gonna need to make app.css. I think that's what we called it. Yeah, so now we're just gonna copy like the style stuff we made before.
Okay.
What else? Do you have any actual JavaScript in this thing? No, it would be. No, we did.
You did?
Yeah, choose another app.
Okay, I thought it was the buttons.
Yeah, but that's still something we need to copy.
Okay.
Can't copy any of the server stuff, but yeah, this line of code we can copy. Okay. How did we tie in the app.js? Bingo. We called it an index. Curious. How did we tie in the JavaScript? Is there just no... I guess we didn't. Ever. Let me open this in a new window. Bingo. Index.js. Yeah. Oh, I'm stupid. We never did for this one. Yeah.
And just like that, you see that we have our website hosted right out onto the web. So now that I have this deployed, what I want to do is I want to make a change.
Okay. Would we run the script here, or... Oh, man. Let's see about HTML here. But I didn't have a script before, though. No, this never had a script. Wait, the script was in the body. Yeah, that's where we go. Okay, so we need to... we need to make a script. I'm pretty sure that was just a normal script tag. There's nothing special about it. Yeah, it was just script. Nothing special. I'll defer. So I guess script source, and we just call it app.js. Okay, now Firebase. Oh, I keep deploying it. Serve. So this will just make a deploy it on our local server. I don't want to use Chrome. There we go.
Whoa.
So now we're back to where we were. Well, not really, because you don't have any server. We can add that too. So just to test, I'm going to deploy it, and then the info. Thank you. So we're going to go to and then this is called or I can just say called well bingo .web .app. Okay, it looks terrible because we didn't account for it on mobile, but it is online, so it's like an actual website. Okay, so that's good. So now, how do you add? So Firestore JavaScript. Should have did this initially. It would have saved us a lot of time. Web.
Hey there, web developer. Interested in getting started with Cloud Firestore, the hot new database in the cloud for mobile and web apps? Well, it's a good decision. I always knew you were the smart one. So let's start saving our data to the cloud on this episode of Firecast. So here's the deal. I want to create a little web app where we can help keep track of one of life's eternal questions. Is a hot dog a sandwich? More importantly, I'm on a page where I've got all...
It's not a sandwich.
You're wrong, but it's okay.
my elements created, and up here I'm loading the Firebase library. Then over here is my app.js file where I'm configuring my Firebase project with the values that I got from the Firebase console. Actually, before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and include the Firestore component like so. Obviously, these exact URLs will be a little different than what you're supposed to use, so do make sure you check.
So right now we have the Firebase app off database. Oh, so they already gave us that. Awesome. Oh, but we don't want to use database. We want to use Firestore. I don't think the versions are the same. Hopefully this will work. Firestore CMD. I believe that's what it's called. G static. Is it CMD from hosting URL? Oh, okay, this is it. Awesome. So instead of just doing like the require little key tag, you have to do it like this. It's a little bit more tedious, but it'll work. I'm not sure why these are defer, but I will make this defer as well. I think this is like delayed loading or something. Okay. Web. Okay, what is this? Firebase and net. I'm assuming it does that, right? Yeah. If it did it. Did it ever put the further? Config options. Okay, we're going to log in to Firebase. Node.js. Firestore web. Did he like skip?
Check out our docs for the actual correct version. And if you don't know what I'm talking about here, go ahead, collections, documents, and so on. A minute or two, then give it another try. I'm going to go back into my app, hit save, and yeah, looks like.
Or did he? No, he definitely skipped over. Web. We did that. Firebase config. Where is that? You can download the Firebase config file from from the Firebase console product setting page. I thought we were there. Project setting general. There is no app in here, bro. We need a web app. Codwell. Wait a second. Will that be different? Remove this up. Then let's add an up. You can just call it bingo. Oh, okay. We don't want to do that. We already have a website for it. I want to put an analytics as well. Okay, now I'm just gonna put this in a new file because it's kind of like messy. Init Firestore. Case. And then we'll load it. Script source. That. And import variable other file. Ouch. Oh, you don't need to. Okay. Getting started.
The data about it. It's got like current, like your collection. You can see that I've already created IDs for my header, my text field, and my button. So first things first, I'm going to jump into my app.js. Okay, next up, I'm going to create a click event listener for the save button. Now I'll grab the text that I want to save. I'm actually going to define it up here, which data. Now I kind of like doing this because it serves as a nice reminder that you're always going to be collections, documents. Nice reminder that you're always going to be alternating between
var Firestore, Firebase Firestore. Actually, I think it's the exact same code from our old one. Use admin though. Yeah, it's not the same. No problem. Go to documentation for web. Code Firestore. Getting started. So we did this, we did this. Firebase first. We didn't do that. Yeah, what? Init Firebase, init Firebase. So Firebase, Firestore. How is that different? I guess it is. Oh, crap. Firebase, Firestore. Let's just see if that works. Make sure it doesn't give any errors. Localhost 5000. Okay. This is the wrong website. Check the console. Firebase is not defined. Firebase is not defined. Okay, maybe you should just listen to it.
Collections of documents. But it does start to look a little silly when you get...
But he does that. Firestore, see the Firebase off Firestore. Firebase initialize that config. Defer, maybe that's it. Maybe I shouldn't put that there. Still not fine yet. Maybe these need to be different. That wasn't working on 100. Firebase app name default already exists. Okay, maybe I didn't need to do this. Doesn't make much sense, but yeah. What? Okay, I'm confused. I guess it already did it for us when we set up hosting. That's good, I guess. Okay, so now what else? Add data. DB users.add. I'm really tempted to just copy the code from here, because I don't think it's that different. It shouldn't be. Both JavaScript. Async function change DB collection. Add set then. Pretty sure these are the exact same functions. Okay. We're gonna copy that. We're going to delete this. What did I just delete?
Control.
Control Z.
Yeah, sorry.
What did I just delete? I deleted the H. Okay, I meant to delete this. Okay, then change the name. We're going to set it to fixed code. So it should change the thing on the server to fixed code and then print fixed code when we read it here. If this code actually works.
I believe.
Firebase serve.
You can do it.
Okay. Let's localhost, reveal it. Fixed code. Awesome. And if we go to our server, oh, we're already in here. Go to our database. It should say fixed code. Yes, it does. So we're back to where we started, except it actually works this time. So
So we're done.
yeah.
What would be the next stuff we have to do?
Okay, so you need to join game. You need to display like a text box or something where you enter the password,
Mhm.
and then create game. Just puts you in the lobby, has the password there. So
Awesome.
join game, enter the password and username, and it puts you players, and then
So as the host, you're clicking create a game,
yeah.
but
So
as a player, you're clicking join a game.
yeah, anyone can create or join a game.
Okay.
So that'll be the next step. But I don't really. Do you want to do that right now,
How
or
long will it take?
maybe 30 minutes? Hopefully 30 minutes.
Write down.
Okay. So JavaScript pop-up boxes. I don't know anything about CSS. So. Am I using not incognito?
Do you need to be?
I'd rather be
Oh, okay.
pop-up JavaScript pop-up box pop-up form. Golly, 9 minutes just to do this. Like,
You put it 1.5 speed.
I don't care about the button. We already have the button. Okay, let's div class pop-up. Does he have like a link to the code he wrote? No, he doesn't. He does have a link to his Facebook. Oh. Oh my god. Why?
Welcome back to Web Dev Simple. There's some text. Oh, close that off. And then you would think to just put an X in here, but actually we're going to use an HTML entity, which is called times. And the reason we
So kind. This is the head, this is the button, and then this is the div. Okay, so we're just gonna show the div and then hide it. So where should I put the div? In the body? Yeah. Join game, create game. Div. Just gonna add some spaces. This is kind of messy. I also need the CSS for what it looks like. He called it. That's a lot of CSS. Just for a box. Jesus. Overlay. Close button. It's like shift out. Okay. I need all this text. Okay, and then here the CSS. What does this JavaScript do? What? Open, close, close button. For each. Okay, I'm very
are
confused.
using this is because it's easy. If we say
Why do you need all this?
Scale it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, now because it's not for me, another tab, but it has to our CSS. Oh, got modal down. Dot style, simple, and you guys could understand that. Please let me know what you think about the video. Comment, like, subscribe, all of that. I'm trying to make these really quick tutorial videos, so you're not sat at your computer.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, I don't understand. Just like crazy amount of code that goes in. Okay, so
Computer for two.
okay, that's the top of this page. Hero image. Let's create a module. Yes. Card. Hero image.
Too long. The A tags, let's type in submit and it'll give us submit inside there. The side here is centralized. We can give some padding.
Okay. There's a section, class hero. Let's create a module. Sign up now. Click me. Let's create a module.
Into this as well. Make the in position absolutely have it. I hope that was.
Oh, okay, that's this. That has nothing to do with.
Nice and quick. Bam. Background color. We do this. So background color 1. But the problem with this, and we also want it to be BG mode. Cross, and you can click me, and it doesn't do anything. So the first thing we actually want to do is create this sort of semi that is going to create a div, and the dot is a class, so it gives it the class name of BG modal. So there you go again. So BG modal. Let's jump down to the bottom of the CSS, and let's start styling that modal then. So we're going to say dot BG dash modal, and if see it's slightly see-through, it's actually kind of what we want. So we're saying position this div.
Okay, so BG modal. BG modal. That's the CSS we want. Just making sure not to copy like this stuff. We don't need that. And then div class BG modal. Div. Okay, that's the only thing we need for this one. We don't need the image.
Absolutely. To be, well, let's say green, 0 blue, eyes horizontally. We can just text inside.
Okay, the content. The content, the input, and the close. We'll need all that. And then okay. I think that should be enough to so let's see what that looks like. Check for errors. Cannot read property. Add event listener of null. We are listening to button and close. Did I miss something in the HTML? Here's an event listener. It's listening when someone clicks the button. Button, but there's no dot. So the ID, he's listening to this ID. What did I name? Oh, okay, I need one for join button and create button. Pretty sure that's it. Create button. Okay, no errors. Okay, I messed up the CSS clearly,
Let's do it, don't we?
but it is doing what we want. So what am I missing in the CSS?
Is it the measurements?
Model content. I'm just gonna, oh, there's errors here. And hover. Why would that give us errors? That's SCCSS. SCSS. And hover. Why is it just, why would you just not put hover? Serve. Oh no. Yes. Okay. That's gonna mess up like the little button animation like this. It's not gonna look like that. Checkers. Lawyers. Still terrible. Why is the inputs are all messed up? So I guess there's no header. Div class, let's create a module, address, ID, button, clicker. Here's these class card. Okay, this is original. So it's clearly not. Big module contact, class close, form action, text, email, href, button, form, div. Almost. Why does this look so good? That might look so bad. Maybe I have. Oh. Why is that blue? Yep, did not add the dot. That would be it. Okay.
That was it.
Probably. Let's locally host this. Reload the page. Check for errors. Okay.
Wow.
That looks better.
So they're gonna put their name and their email in?
Well, we're gonna change that from.
Okay.
The input tag. And we're going to say rotate. Doesn't it do anything? But grab the document. So basically, now when you're clicked, you can do something. So function is to do something.
So what's weird to me is that what is it with the submit button though? Are buttons normally white? They are. Okay.
Well, that's good though.
We need to change this color though.
Which one?
This to
The submit button?
yeah, to blue probably.
But it looks cool.
No, not that one. I'm talking about like this. Like why you can't see anything.
But I think it looks cool like that.
Well, I'm not changing the button. I'm changing this white background
Oh, okay.
so that you can see the button.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And this is white. So hopefully this doesn't blend in. It'll probably look weird. I'll have to deploy. Okay, Firebase serve. Localhost. Refresh. That looks a bit weird though.
I don't think it looks bad. I think it just mimics the homepage.
Would gray be better? This looks a bit weird.
Honestly, I would probably do red.
Red?
Mm-hmm. Like the same shade of red. I'll keep one of those three colors though.
I'm making it gray. Color.
Or you can just go to the website and see what the colors we use are.
Color X. HTML colors. Just like a slightly, like instead of white, just like this.
Like
So you
that?
can see.
The submit button.
Yeah.
You're really worried about the submit button?
It just looks weird. Oh my god, whatever, Jim.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, I haven't been playing music this whole time.
That's okay.
Immaculate editing skills.
We're in the zone. Oh yeah, refresh the bridge. Yeah. I mean, but the button's now like off-white. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? We can just add a button outline. That would fix our problem. Make this white. And then fine tune button. Border. Yeah. One pixel. Oh, that's why the border's white and the button's like 000. Is that black?
Or is it easier?
Comes up. Okay. There we go.
Oh, it's fixed.
Okay, let's make this shorter because it's way too big.
It's a little long.
Just the height. Is that right? It's wide. Let's see.
shorter?
A little bit shorter.
Like 190?
150.
Oh, okay.
I prefer the edges were rounded.
The top is a little bigger than the bottom, isn't it?
Not even 175. Border radius. Let's make it more intense. It's just not. It doesn't match the bottom. So
Okay.
that looks nice.
Yeah.
Maybe move this down a bit more.
Wait,
Button hover.
margin?
10 pixels on them. I don't know if it's padding or margin. Oh, it has a description.
Didn't we use margin for the first button at the beginning?
Content. That's Plus the module, the entire thing. Content. What about the button inside the
A submit button?
HTML? Move button. This is stupid. Who cares? Okay, so I would like it to be like 2 different ones.
2 different what?
So like when you enter the password,
So you click on create, join a game, and then you put in the password?
right, and then you press enter, password for that, then it asks you for the username.
Oh, okay.
Instead of just doing a bug for it, that's just more work. Let's see, this AD module. No, we're not doing
We could just do name and have the top one be passcode and the bottom one be name.
that. Lobby code or room code?
Room code.
Room code. Password. Username. Let's see.
Ooh, actually, could you change room code to office code? Thanks.
That's have to disable. So if I join button and create, this would be 2. Okay, so they're like different designs based on the button you press. Okay. Join game. Create game. So that's host name. Close only closes the first feature.
Oh.
Close 2. PG2, close 2. No, I'm just gonna make separate ones for everything. Module contents too. Looks like I think it'll be a problem. Module content. Let me just make sure. Let's deploy this. Locally. Okay, join game. Create game. That's the bit. Close this script window. Yeah, which is good though, so. Oh, we have the same. So let's make them separate. Let's make this. No. We need to make these separate. How is this 500? I thought I made it smaller, like 150, right? 175. Oh, okay, yeah, this is. I was looking at the width.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the wrong thing. Okay. So now 125 maybe?
They're not gonna be the same size?
Oh, because one of them only has enter your host name.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't refresh, did I? Why is there like a little... Not really. The design is done, but it doesn't actually do anything. You want to keep going, or just stop?
I'll call it a day. It's 2 a.m.
Okay. We made some decent progress. We have it hosted properly. I have the backend working. Can communicating with the server. And we have a little bit of UI done. So.
Like and subscribe.